Hi, I'm Alex, and this is a quick review and unboxing of the Casio G-Shock GW-B5600-2ER. What a catchy title. Let's have a quick look at this watch. You've got your warranty card there. You've got the watch itself. We'll come back to that, and then you've got the instructions and the module number in here, and it's the module number which I'm kind of interested in showing you. This watch has ended up being an absolute steal, so I'll move all that out of the way so we can have a look at the watch itself. And there's the tag, and here's one of the first giveaways of why this ends up becoming such a steal. So it does have the Bluetooth module, which you commonly see on the more expensive Casio G-Shocks. And let's take a minute to look at this guy here. Okay, so what do we have? We have your standard Casio G-Shock square form. So that's a 44mm case width. You're looking at 14mm deep, and well, it's difficult to sort of gauge a lug to lug. If you just go case to case, case end to case end, you're looking at 50mm lug to lug on there. Obviously you would need adapters if you're looking to have anything other than the standard Casio strap that this comes on. So let's talk about the price of this watch. I was lucky enough to pick this watch up a year ago, and the price at that time was £55 on Amazon. So at £55, that puts this watch squarely into the territory of the same price as the GW-B5600. So your basic Casio G-Shock square with basic module, this one battery powered. But compared to this guy, this has got everything. It's tough solar, so it's solar powered, solar charged. It's got Bluetooth functionality on it, so you can link it up with the app, and you can use that to set the time and various different functions and features. Basically what you're getting here is you're getting a much more expensive module, but at the same price as your kind of basic G-Shock square. So I think spec wise, you're getting probably the best value for money G-Shock that you can find. There's others which sit within the same kind of range, but they do have different modules, so be careful if you're going for a different colorway. I've picked up this guy as well, so it has the same mirror effect surround on the watch face there, but this one isn't tough solar. This is just, again, battery powered, and this one doesn't have Bluetooth on it, so it's a more standard module. I'm quite partial to this guy. He's a really nice summery watch, but yeah, just if you're looking at the ones with the mirror surrounds, be careful, they're not all exactly the same module. So the module you're getting is basically the same as what you get in the full the Casio full metal, and that, you know, the price difference. This I think costs about £450 in the UK. It's about $400–500. Whereas this, picking it up for £55, you know, it's almost a tenth of the price, but for the same module, the same functionality, albeit not the same case materials or bracelet. But at that price, it's pretty good. You can even compare it to the watches such as the GW-M610, which is this one here. This is around £80 in the UK, and again, it's solar powered, got a bit more functionality than your base 5600, but it doesn't have that Bluetooth functionality, and this one does have a slightly upgraded screen and backlight as well. So yeah, it's not always easy to tell that, because one of the drawbacks of buying this particular model is the fact that it's got this negative display. And my camera really doesn't like the mirror effect on the, on the face at all. But yeah, it's got a negative display. So if you don't want a negative display, you're going to have to look elsewhere and at other options. And it seems like it's only this colourway that was being discounted. I've been keeping an eye on the other ones, and they don't seem to come down at the same price. But there's been a few occasions this has come down to the £55–60 mark now. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye open. And in terms of wear, it's good. I wasn't sure about it at first. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this, or the kind of aquamarine green, the shimmery mirror effect. But it's quite a nice little. It adds a nice bit of pop to the watch and makes it a bit different from your standard G-Shock Square. And I think it goes quite well. So, you know, if you're looking for something that's a bit different, that's got a little pop of colour, but nothing too much, while still looking pretty aggressive, you know, as far as G-Shocks go, the negative black display and this all sort of black case and the strap itself is, you know, it's quite an aggressive looking watch, but yeah, it looks good. The straps, just basic Casio G-Shock strap. I think you can get other variants that come on the bracelet, and again, they are more expensive. If it's your first G-Shock that you're considering buying and you're thinking at £55, maybe this is a contender, then I'll give you a quick comparison, a size comparison to some other watches. So the Seiko SKX there, so you can see, I mean, although it's got a wider case than the SKX, overall dimensions and the way that it sits on the wrist, it's not entirely dissimilar, guys. You know, size-wise, it's not a huge Casio G-Shock. So I know some of them are much bigger. And comparing it to the dinky F91W, it does look a bit bigger compared to that. So I think all that's left to do is have a quick look at what this watch looks like on the wrist. So let's do that now. And boom! Okay, there we go. So that's what the GW-B5600 looks like on the wrist. And as you can see, it's, you know, it doesn't dominate my wrists. My wrists are 7.5 inches or 7.25 inches, depending on how hot it is and how much they've swollen up. But that, I think it's a good size. It's not overhanging at all. It sits nice and flush there, and it just looks good. The colour really pops on it as well. It's just a kind of subtle touch, but makes it a lot more eye-catching. So I have one last thing to look at, which is the Illumination. So let's have a quick look at that, what it looks like in darkness. And that's us, folks. That's our roundup on this, which I think is one of the best value Casio G-Shocks that you can pick up. If you can hold out and pick it up for about £55, £60, you're getting an amazing specification for the price. So I thoroughly recommend it. I hope that has been helpful. If you've enjoyed this review, please do like and subscribe to see more content.